Before hard drives, Benin had a bronze network that stored centuries of history. In the heart of West Africa, the Benin Kingdom crafted a revolutionary system of information storage and retrieval. Long before the digital age, the story begins in the 13th century, when the Benin Kingdom rose to prominence. Nestled in what is now modern-day Nigeria, this sophisticated civilization developed a unique method of preserving their legacy. At the core of this innovation were the brass casting guilds, artisans whose skills would shape the kingdom's memory for generations to come. These master craftsmen didn't just create beautiful objects, they forged living records. Each bronze plaque was a page in Benin's metallic archive, capturing the essence of royal battles, sacred rituals, and intricate diplomatic relations. The palace walls became a bronze library, each piece telling a story more enduring than any paper manuscript. The visual record left behind by these artisans is nothing short of breathtaking. Imagine walking through the royal courts, surrounded by gleaming bronze surfaces. On one plaque, you might see a fierce battle scene, warriors frozen in eternal combat. Another might depict a solemn ritual, priests and royalty engaged in age-old ceremonies. Diplomatic encounters with foreign emissaries were immortalized, preserving the kingdom's international relations for posterity. But the true marvel lay in them guild secrets, the technical sophistication that allowed these stories to be told. The casting methods employed by Benin's artisans were far ahead of their time. They mastered the lost wax technique, creating intricate molds that could capture the finest details. The result was a level of craftsmanship that continues to astound modern metallurgists. These plaques weren't just art, they were a complex system of knowledge transfer. Each piece was a node in a vast network of information, linking past to present, ruler to subject, Benin to the world. It was an internet of bronze, connecting generations through metal and memory. For centuries, this bronze network grew and thrived, a testament to Benin's power and cultural richness. But in 1897, disaster struck. British troops, driven by colonial ambition and greed, invaded the Benin Kingdom. In a devastating act of cultural violence, they looted an estimated 4,000 bronzes from the royal palace. The invasion was swift and merciless. Smoke rose from the burning city as British soldiers tore priceless artifacts from walls and pedestals. Centuries of history, carefully preserved in bronze, were ripped from their context and packed away as spoils of war. The bronze network, once a cohesive whole, was shattered. What followed was a global dispersal that scattered Benin's heritage to the winds. The looted bronzes found their way into museums and private collections across the Western world. London's British Museum acquired a significant portion, displaying these stolen treasures as exotic curiosities. Berlin's museums proudly exhibited pieces of Benin's history, stripped of their true context. New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art added Benin Bronzes to its vast collection, far from the African soil where they were born. This dispersal wasn't just a physical relocation, it was a severing of cultural ties. Each bronze, removed from its original setting, lost a piece of its meaning. The interconnected stories, once so carefully preserved, became fragmented narratives in foreign lands. But the story doesn't end there. Today, a battle rages on, not with weapons, but with words and legal arguments. The fight for repatriation has become a rallying cry for cultural justice. African nations, historians, and activists are demanding the return of these priceless artifacts to their rightful home. The arguments for repatriation are compelling. These bronzes aren't just beautiful objects. They're the tangible heritage of a people. They represent a sophisticated system of historical record keeping, a bronze internet that predates our digital age by centuries. To fully understand and appreciate these artifacts, they must be seen in their original context. Surrounded by the culture that created them, museums in Europe and America are facing increasing pressure to address their colonial legacies. Some institutions have begun to acknowledge the problematic origins of their collections. A few have even taken steps towards returning Benin bronzes to Nigeria. But progress is slow, and many museums still cling to these artifacts, citing preservation concerns or legal obstacles. The fight for repatriation isn't just about the past. It's about shaping the future by returning these bronzes. We have an opportunity to reconnect broken links in the chain of history. It's a chance to restore not just objects, but knowledge systems and cultural pride as we grapple with these complex issues. It's important to remember that this isn't about assigning blame to modern citizens for colonial-era crimes. Instead, it's about recognizing historical wrongs and taking steps to right them. It's about understanding that some treasures can't be bought, they can only be returned. The bronze network of Benin reminds us of the ingenuity of human culture and the enduring power of memory. It challenges us to think about how we preserve and share knowledge across generations and cultures. In an age of digital archives and cloud storage, there's something profound about a civilization that etched its history in metal, creating records designed to last forever. As we look to the future, the fate of Benin's bronzes remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the fight to bring them home will continue, because history belongs where it was born, and the stories told in bronze deserve to be heard in the land that inspired them. Some treasures can't be bought, only returned. Subscribe for the truth, and join us as we unravel more hidden histories and fight for cultural justice. The Bronze Network of Benin may be scattered, but its story is far from over.